Hello, everybody, and welcome to Garden Quilt and Art Show. Thank you for coming and welcome, everyone. Thank you, Sissy Joanne Stevens. Thank you for being the early bird today, Sissy. I just rushed home, changed clothes, and got ready to go live. And I'm like, where does the time go? Oh my goodness. And before I forget, well, let me do one thing first. I just got a notification that the show is on the new name Garden Quilt and Art Show. And let me see if I can pull it up on my phone so that I can see what's going on in the chat. Mike's Chaotic Gardening, thank you for coming in. Welcome. I see you tried to call me about 3 seconds before I pushed the live button. I couldn't get over and unplug stuff to answer though. If you left me a message, I will find it. Hello, Planter Garden TV. Thank you and welcome. Jarrett Talks, how you doing, young man? Hello, Maria Graham, my sister. Thank you for coming and welcome. I'm smiling at my little sister, Joanne Stevens, telling me I look nice in my purple splendor. This is actually something I forgot I had in the closet. I think it's a linen or some kind of good cotton, like a tunic or a something. It's original. It was made overseas and it got back behind some other stuff in the closet. But I cleaned out my closet this year. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I've only been in this apartment 6 years. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Make you guys laugh right quick. I don't know if you saw one of those old Super Bowl commercials with Bernie Mac, and there was a line of people, in front of the Jiffy John, and he was waiting to go to the bathroom. He was dancing. He was doing the bump up against it. He was doing the bump up against it, and he must have bumped it too hard, and the Jiffy John went tumbling over the back of the hill with all of the poop in it and the person inside. And everybody was looking at him, and he was like, it wasn't that bad. It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. That's how I feel about my closet. Hello, Grow Big TV. Thanks for coming in. Welcome, Joe. As a matter of fact, I would like to thank you, the new Facebook people who are coming over. I would like to thank the moderators. I would like to thank the subscribers. I would like to thank the channel members, for the friends and family members, the the patrons that give $1.99 a month for programming to help the channel to grow and to help me to get equipment and things like that. That's the only thing that money is used for. I would like to thank the subscribers and the bush folks. What do I mean by people in the bushes or people that are lurking? That's not a negative thing. It means that those are the people who are working, people who are in the background, and they're not able to, go on blast and let everybody see that they're, on IG or YouTube or whatever during the daytime. Because when I come on at 4 o'clock on Thursday, that's when most adults are working. Fifi's Urban Garden and Lifestyle. Sweets of Heaven. That's a new one. I don't remember seeing that one. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And those of you who are new, Facebook people, don't forget to push the thumbs up button and don't forget to leave a comment so that I know that you were here. Thank you, Maria. I don't know where I got this. It was in the back of the closet down behind something, but it was purple and I love purple, which is probably why I had it. And I put on some little something over my arms. I had to go get some medical stuff done today and they stabbed me up my veins. So I put on a black shirt underneath the casings 55. Fifi, Ricketta, anybody I didn't say hello to? I want to say hello to now and thank you for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you. Sweets of Heaven, I see that you're coming in from Facebook. If you have a channel, let me know so that I can come over and visit you. Kay Renault's Garden, I know what you're doing. You're listening in and shared out my live. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my daughter. I call you guys my nieces and nephews. You're just like daughters and sons. And why? Because here on the Garden Quilt and Art Show, it's in the description. This is a channel that I celebrate 8 generations on Earth, and I share the multi generational lifestyle that we have. We currently have 6 living generations. Everybody cooks, everybody takes care of each other, everybody is loving and supports each other in every way. In every way. The 3-year old, when Nana comes in the house, when I get there, he fights his mommy. It could be nap time. He is coming. He wants to hug Nana and touch me and have a story. He's so sweet. Then he has enough. He's gone. He's gone. You're welcome, sweets of heaven. And each of you, Happy New Year. We are going to have a blessed, happy, hopefully healthy, and prosperous new year, which is why Grow Big TV says people used to call him Thor. Now he looks like the marshmallow puff man. Hey, we are what we are. I used to be a bodybuilder. I used to be on the girls' gymnastics team. I was a majorette throughout high school and college. Oh my goodness. Do you guys know what an HBCU is? That's an acronym. It stands for an historically black college or university. What that doesn't mean that all the students there are black. It just means how the school was traditionally made or went into service. Well, baby, you never saw a dance, a party like those black bands, Florida A&M, boom, boom, boom. Oh, Auntie was young and fine then, little tiny waist, big old legs. When they said boom, I was on it. I have a cousin, Jen, a couple of cousins that are younger than me, and I grew up in Stamford, Connecticut. I'm just chit chatting. Hershey, every time I get on, you want to come talk. No, it's Nana's time. So they said that there was no parade in Stamford until I came through. I would be high stepping, and I used to have 32 pearly whites. I don't know how many there are. They're there. I don't know how pearly they are, and they're sideways, they're crooked, whatever. But there would be no parade. I would be acting up in there, up in there. I just loved it. I had a good time. Fifi's Urban Homestead and Lifestyle. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. If I missed anyone, I apologize. It is because I can't see you, not because I don't care about you. So, with that, I'd like to thank all of you for coming. Mike's Chaotic Gardening says, "Hi, Mr. Hershey. Oh, and by the way, Mike, I still have plenty time to plant those moringa seeds, bruh. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll put your feet to the fire and say Auntie Ellen didn't plug in her arrow garden yet because she's waiting for her moringa seeds to get started early in Connecticut. We are going to have a big snowstorm this weekend in Connecticut, which is fine because we haven't really had what they call a plowable snowstorm in at least a couple of years. Sweets of Seven is saying hi. Joanne Stevens, Mother, if you made it to the live, thank you for coming and welcome. Agowamote, I love you. So I hope all of you had a good new year. You're here. So that's a positive. We are all here. Mike's laughing. Oh, he's with the yes ma'am now, kissing up to me. So blessed, thank you. Sweetening his old auntie girl up. I have a question to ask you guys. I've been organizing. I couldn't put my 3 outfits for my birthday in the closet or put them away without cleaning out my dresser drawers. Okay, so I got those cleaned out, gave stuff away, I shared. I live in a building with seniors, and most of the time we do have like fairs and whatnot. Mike's Chaotic Gardening saying, "Hi, mommy." Hello, mother. And Maria Graham saying, "Hi, mom." So bless, hello, and thank you. And oh, see, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, about the closet. So I cleaned out my drawers, cleaned out the folded stuff, gave stuff away. Oh, Lord, then there's Christmas. I didn't have 3 places in the closet for hangers, to put hangers. So I cleaned out 2 of the closets. I gave piles of that stuff away too. And some of it I like, some of it I wear, but there's you can only wear so much stuff. And look, I found a new outfit. Darth X says, "Still here, New Year. You turned 50 in 4 days." Wah, 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 wah. I have 2 children older than you, Darth X. J3GS. Thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you. I love you guys. Truly, here, it's good friends have become family, and family is everything. I want to ask you a question because I was also looking for a piece of my equipment that I use every time I sew when I do a lot of arts and crafts. And here is the question. Let me see what I wrote it down. Does your DIY space, your craft area, or your kitchen, does it disappear things? Oh my gosh. I have 3 pairs of snips. This whole this whole place is only 800 square feet. I have 3 pairs of snips. I couldn't find any of them. I want to say for the last 2 months. I found one of them today after I wrote down the icebreaker question. So, the icebreaker question: have any of you ever lost anything in your workspace at home? Things that you want, things that you need, a dishcloth, a pot holder, a measuring spoon, and can't find it? Oh my goodness. Hello, Pescatarian Garden. Thank you for coming and welcome. I appreciate each and every one of you. And welcome aboard the GQUAT Garden Quilting Show Bus Family Reunion Bus, because good friends become family. And family is everything. I'm not trying to grow a big channel. I can't even remember like everyday things. I don't want a big channel where I don't have time to speak to people, where the people can't speak to each other. I just want it to be like, you know what I want it to be like when you come here? I want it to be like you're visiting your grandmother or your mom or your favorite auntie, and be able to be yourself and feel comfortable. Auntie Ellen, I'll snatch down some cornmeal and some flour in a pan and make you some cornbread. You hungry? I'll fix you something to eat. That's what we do. That's what I've always done. Hello, Matthew Whittington. Welcome back. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you've been good. Hope everything is well. And so, Mike, what disappears on you all the time? Is it your letter opener with the little squirrel on it? What have you guys lost in your space and couldn't find, or just gets missing all the time? Let us know in the chat. I already confessed it was my snips I found, or even this shirt. I don't even know how long I've had it. It was never worn. It's like linen. I put special starch on it and ironed it. I don't like to iron. I don't iron anything. I iron my sewing and quilting because, like most tailors or professional sewers, you have to fit them together so that the next seam fits in, or so that you can lay the pattern out flat. Always pens and markers, Grow Big TV. I probably have two or three in here. They're probably, yeah, I make my journals so that one will fit in the space. There's one in here and probably one on the floor as well because that's just life. That's just life. Oh, Grow Big TV says, and tape. Is it your marking tape? Because I'm always looking for that. Jegs3 said cooking scissors. I was looking for my cooking scissors the other day because I open packages with it so that I'm not doing it with my teeth. And what else do I do? I'm not supposed to use. Oh, and for cutting like chicken, when I spatchcock the chicken, what is a spatchcock chicken? When you open the backbone and lay it flat so that it cooks really quick. Mike said he's always losing his snips, his gardening snips. Oh my goodness, I must have 10 pairs of those as well. As well. Grow Big TV's packing tape and scotch tape. Oh, right. And you could be in the middle of packing something, taping the package, and you put the tape down the center line, and then you fold the corners of the package and you get to look for it. Where the heck is it? Oh, my goodness. Maria Graham said she can't find scissors. Oh, my goodness. It's crazy. It's crazy. Where do they go? So when I made my list of things to talk to you guys about, okay, then my snips come crawling out with its tail between its legs. Why? Because they knew I were going to talk about them. And I have 3 pairs of snips, one blue, one I think purple or black, and one pink. Well, I'm not crazy about pink, and I don't have a lot of pink stuff. Maybe I can show you on the other side of that. Yep, I have a MacBook, you guys. Do I use it? No, I don't use it. Having enough time learning how to use my iPhone, the iPad, and the other stuff. But you see that painting of the tulips over there? And by the way, that's one of my paintings. And my daughter gave me that pretty, like Asian, those pink boxes. Those are pink. What you see down there is work in progress. That's a red and black quilt that I'm working on that I've got to get finished before the month of January so I can send it to the long arm. But I intentionally make some things that I need to lose a lot. I get those in pink because I know that I don't like pink and I'll see it will stand out. This is the little keyboard that goes on my MacBook because it matches the case that I can find in the middle of all the stuff on my bed or whatever. Oh, do you like my painting, Mike, of my tulips? Thank you. I'm going to have to find a way. Most of my paintings are really, really big. They're big, too big for me to hold up or whatever. And I try to mind my, you know, not have my whole life on blast, pictures and everything. I did say I would take out some more of my paintings and drawings. I did run home in time to pull this out. This is a sketch I made, not a sketch, a drawing I made a few years ago. This is a pair of my work boots that I had on, and I took them off and kicked them in the corner, excuse me, on the North Carolina homestead. And does anybody know what kind of boots these are? Dorthek said he misplaces kitchen timers and thermometers. I I I live in an apartment. It's a senior handicap apartment, and it's not the highest of utilities. Everything in here is new, brand new. All the cabinets, the oh, Sweets of Heaven says, excuse me, beautiful quilt. Thank you. This quilt was made from my grandpap's old shirt. When he passed, my mother only had one shirt. So I cut it all up and I cut these little 4-inch squares out. And I mixed it with old vintage looking fabrics, and they weren't old fabrics. They're just made to look old. They're retro. They call it 30s, 1930s fabric. If any of you ever want it, so blessed. Um, the people who said boots, you're right. The people who said Timberland boots, yes. My kids, when we sold the North Carolina homestead, they wouldn't let me bring my work boots to Connecticut. They didn't want their nana, their grandma looking. Well, they wouldn't let me. They wouldn't let me wear my boots. They wouldn't let me wear my boots. So guess what? Now I bought a pair of, and I had several pairs. They were still in the closet. The house was sold as is, clothes and everything. It's like, Mom, we'll buy you some more. We'll buy you some more. I don't even have any pots and pans from any of the other houses. I have, I think, one pan. It's a big roasting pan that I like to cook. Hello, Random JL. Thank you for coming and welcome. But I used to love those Tims. I used to wear them all over the farm in North Carolina. No, they weren't high enough in case there was a snake I stepped on. Although I stepped on a copperhead once with flip flops on, but it did. I thought it was a stick on the ground. I was stepping over it, going to put my puppies up. I had Cane Corso Italian Mastiff puppies then, and I didn't want the snake to get it. So I went past the snake up the ramp, closed the door to the one bedroom mobile home that I used for a dog house. It was an indoor dog house because I had show dogs. But yeah, those were my work boots, and I just sketched them. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that painting, with that sketch. I took it out of the frame. I thought that I would give it to my son or grandson. Random said he begged for Tim's in high school. Best boots. They are, and you can't even wear them out. Oh, I was the worst grandmother. I had Tim's in burgundy and that cream color, the dark brown and black. I had them because I just liked them. Hey, one has to have good, strong boots to climb in the back of one's Ford F-150 to go to the feed store, right? And every time I go to the feed store, they would see me coming. They say, "Hey, miss, you want to sell that truck?" No, I don't want to sell my 1985 Ford F-150 with the perfect royal blue paint job and the shiny wheels and fat tires. I love that truck. I loved it. I loved that truck. Another funny story. So, my mom came to North Carolina one summer, and we were going to some of the this was like way out in the country, way out in farm country. So we were going to this farm to pick grapes. It was a vineyard, and you could buy the grapes, and they would, smush them and ferment them for you, and you could come back to make your own wine, or you could buy it already crushed, or you could buy wine from them. So I got out of the truck one day, and my mother was still in it. Mommy's sitting up there with matchy, like shorts on, not shorts, not Daisy Dukes, shorts down to her knees, and a matching top, a French manicure, and her pearls on. The man comes over to my truck. He'd seen me a lot of times. He goes, "Miss Panky, where'd you get that lady from? What am I? Chop suey?" I'm like, "Mom, you're gonna make my prices go up." She was up there looking all cute, all matchy, hair all done. I probably had on a bandana to keep the, bugs from flying in my hair or whatnot. The funniest story. Mommy's always stylish. Me, sometimes I'm good. Sometimes I am what I am. I am what I am. So, who else? Nobody else lost anything in their studio? Those of you in the bushes or writing in later, excuse me. I went to I I had to go to get some medical tests done because I'm having a big surgery next month. So I went to get some tests done. So while I was out, I went to the meat store. There is a meat market that has the best local meats in Connecticut. Oh my goodness. And it started out as an Italian owned store, and you go there, they have the pecorino, the cheese imported from Italy, all the authentic label pastas they cook for you. Thank you, Grow Big TV. It's not anything life threatening. It's just another knee bone connected to my thigh bone that ain't working. It makes me fall down sometimes and trip over stuff. Bray, Too Cool 1000. Thank you for coming, and welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to G Garden. I changed my name, Garden Quilt and Art Show. Why? Because Traditions was a long name for people to type out. Traditions with a Z was hard for people to remember. So I just changed it to Garden Quilt and Art Show because I want to share cooking arts, whether it's writing as an art, all of the things we do, all of the things we do. And I want everybody to feel welcome. Thank you and welcome, welcome, welcome. I have been slacking for the new year. So I posted 2 shorts today. You guys, after we're out of here, go over and give the thumbs up, please. Don't forget the thumbs up. I did a video going in the meat store. Oh my goodness. Oh, what accidentally fell in my cart. I had already ordered it and had it specially cut. I got 15 pounds of oxtail. It was cut in 1.5-inch pieces, and some baby back ribs. I ordered three packages of chicken livers because my mother likes chicken livers and onions. Mother, they said that the truck wasn't there yet with the chicken liver, so I'm going to try to have to find another store. I wanted it from them. And just a couple of other things. Just a couple of other things. No lima beans. Have you all checked to see how much lima beans are? You better grow your own. Joe's Garden and TV, formerly the Garden State Gardener, for those of you who don't know. I might be asking somebody to pay for the postage for you to send me some lima beans. Oh my goodness. Was there any okra? No okra in the store. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I might have a couple packs in the freezer, but I don't like to run out of anything. And I was trying to stock up. February is going to be a pantry month because I won't be cooking. I won't be doing anything after my surgery. So I'm holding your feet to the fire, the ones who said you would do the 15-minute challenge. The 15-minute challenge. But before I forget, I want to remind you that Miss Shirley, the OG Gardener, is going on at 7 o'clock. Planter Garden TV, who was in here or wasn't here, he's going live at 8 o'clock, along with Vision Preparedness. And at 9 o'clock, Odom is going live. I don't know if anyone else is, but I tried to promote the family that I know is going live. And I see that 15 of you are in here, but that's because you're in the chat. And I know the others of you are where you are supposed to be this time of day. And when I hang up, you guys pop up from nowhere. So Auntie Joanne Stevens, you agreed to the challenge, and I want to issue a challenge for you. And this is one that's kind of simple. And not that you're not an artist, a glass artist, and you do other things. I want to challenge you to pull the hand stitches on the elephant pillow that I made when I was out there. For those of you who want to start new sewing, this is an ergonomic neck bone or dog bone pillow. And this is like, you see the commercials on TV when it says if you're not sleeping well, you don't have a pillow in the right position. What they want to sell you one for $100, 125, $200. I used to have a couple of those on my bed, but this is better than anything you'll ever have because everybody likes. Oh, Joe, great Grow Big TV is going live at 7 as well. So most of us, you guys, have more than one device. You can support more than one channel. You can support one more than one channel. When I go off, I have glaucoma and my eyes bother me from to turn on the bright lights to televise my live. So I take my glasses off, put my glaucoma drops in, close my eyes a minute. Well, pop goes a weasel. I fall asleep. I fall asleep every night and wake up. Hey, Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. I saw all the stuff you're doing in your garden. You about the busiest, the busiest, the busiest. And thank you. But going in the stores, being out in public, and yes, I have asthma and I have bronchitis. Hasn't bothered me in 3 years. Why? Because I've been wearing my mask in public because I need to stay safe. I'm older. I'm at risk. I can't get things in my eyes. There was a time when they thought that the what was going around could be transmitted through your eyes. I only have one eye, you guys, that works. I want to keep this one working. I wear my glasses, and life isn't easy. You think, you guys, most of you know that I can only see out of one eye, but you want to know what I struggle with, like spilling things, pouring things, dropping things? I'll tell you what, this is a challenge for some of you. Try going all day, put a patch over one eye, try to cook, try to do your job, try to sew, try to do anything that you normally do. Your depth perception is off. It's like in carpentry, they say measure twice and cut once. When you have vision in one eye, you have to measure 4 times or more and then cut. And then it might be crooked or whatever. And it's just a challenge. I'm not complaining, Lord. I'm not complaining. I'm just talking to my family. Just talking to my family. One thing I wanted to talk to you guys, and that's about getting your bookkeeping straight, whether you own a business or you're self-employed, whatever. It's you destroy your whole house if you tried that. Well, Mike, it's not easy. I read a book about Sammy Davis Jr. once. Who was Sammy Davis Jr.? He was an African American actor back in the day, back in my day, and he was in a horrific car accident and he ended up blind in one eye. He said that it took him 3 years before he could pour a cup of coffee. I remember the first time I tried to, because my family took care of me. I couldn't put my own drops in my eyes. Auntie Joanne and Uncle Roscoe gave up their life at their house and came to Connecticut at mom's house or at my daughter's house, wherever I was, to help take care of me. Auntie Joanne would put the drops in my eyes 4 times a day, all the other stuff. And now I wonder, why is it I couldn't put my drops in my own eyes? I don't know. I can do it now. Maybe that I can see out of one, but before I couldn't see very well out of either. Not complaining, Lord. I'm just talking. That's progress. But now let's kick the ball moving because I'm working and I'm doing everything I want or need to do. I'm independent. I'm self-sufficient, sort of, kind of. I live in my own apartment independently, and I have a helper that comes in about 3 times a week to do the heavy cleaning and dusting and vacuuming and things I can't do. It's kind of difficult even to go. We cut up our boxes and put them in a special dumpster in the parking lot, but I can't lift the thing up and get it in. So I get the help where I need it. But the thing about it is that I can live here until I'm 100 years old. There are people in my building 100 years old. Some of my neighbors were were in concentration camps. They still have the tattoo on their shoulder. Some of them are really old, and we've been through a lot of things, but we made it. We're still here. I just want to show you one thing that might make it easy for your bookkeeping, and that's this. Don't wait until April 15th to start getting your taxes together and then try. Darth said she should wear an eye patch because everybody at night shift looks like a pirate. Well, that's funny. And you know what? I started to design an eye patch in different colors and different leather and stuff like that. But it's like by the time I did all that, somebody would have a patent on it, or at least have it for ladies and children. But I made a few for myself, but then it's like I would rather be doing my art or quilting. Let somebody else go do that and get rich. I don't care. I don't care. I don't even know how much Powerball is right now. But getting back to this, so starting with the first of the year while you don't have a lot of stuff, this is just a 3-column notebook. Just 3 columns. You don't have to do this. You can do it on a piece of notebook paper. Start writing the date. You put the date in one column over here. You put down what it is, and then you put how much you spent on it. We're not going to do it income, a debit and credit, nothing of that. Just make at least one column so that on tax day, you can add up how much you spent on things that are tax deductible. Those of you who file your papers, the correct way to file in a file cabinet, if you have one, you put your oldest records in the back. That way you don't have to keep reaching past them. Okay, you got something. I just got a receipt from today from when I went to the medical place, my receipt for parking or my copay. I won't have to look for that. You put it in the front. That's how that's normal corporate practice. Trust me on that. That's normal corporate practice. And that's what I went to school for. All of the firms that I've ever worked for, law firms, tax places. My first job I got in high school, I was really good at math. I didn't tell them I was going to college. F.R. Humphrey. Hey, Felicia, thank you for coming. Frugal Mama, thank you for coming and welcome. My first job, I was a junior accountant at General Electric, the part where they do the accounting and whatnot. And my mom used to take me to work and pick me up after work. Well, one day I lost 1 penny. I was there for hours, and you did things with an adding machine and a tape. I would have feet of tape, and you touch type doing the typing. I could touch type. I could do the adding machine. So you didn't look up. You just kept flipping these receipts, flipping these receipts, flipping these receipts. When I got a job, and then my dad always said, pen. He didn't have a chance to go to college, but he did get a chance to own his own businesses, a couple businesses. And he always said, pen, I'm going to send all of my kids to college, but you need to learn a trade as well. And what daddy told me is to learn how to type. He said, if you learn how to type, you will always have a job. The big printing firm that he worked for at night had all of these IBM machines, all of these typewriters. Hello, A Resilient Dad, ARD. Thank you for coming and welcome. The trades, exactly. So, and then they got beyond the typewriters, the IBM Selectric. Daddy bought me one. Then they had the punch cards. They had everything. I migrated up. I used to program for IBM. I was really good in that. But you know what? When I worked for the companies that I got my degree for in accounting and business practices, guess what? I could type faster than my secretaries. I was a senior corporate paralegal. I had a legal secretary. Guess what? I could type 70 words a minute. I could type faster than her. But guess what? If I put my stuff in the basket, I had to wait for the people from the mail room, come get the mail, walk it around. Okay, the senior attorney has something. They put my junk on the bottom. and go do theirs. I'm sitting there trying to get my stuff out, stressed out. My my attorney would say, this is not your work function. They billed my time. This was like in the year 1990. They billed my time out to clients at $100 an hour. I didn't make $100 an hour. One third was for expenses for the firm. One third was for my own salary. I had to earn my own salary. And one third was income from the firm. And that was the blueprint. That was the blueprint. Whose birthday was it? I missed it. Was it a Resilient Dad's? Oh, let me look real quick. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Let me look and see if I can find in the chat whose birthday I missed. Day short and a Resilient Dad. Bless you, my son. Bless you, bless you, bless you. You could probably be my grandson. You could probably be my grandson. Thank you. So, those of you who committed to doing something, making something, Auntie Joanne Stevens, you can redo some of those, one or two of those neck bone pillows I made out there, and I put a lot of stuffing in it and make it softer and sew it back together. Darth, what are you going to make this year? And I challenge you to just do 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes a day. It's almost 4:45. We're going to go over and do something at the machine, and I will do something and see what I can do in 15 minutes to show you guys. I have, oh, by the way, my daughter loved, she loved her hobo bag that I made. I made her a giant one, and she got that for Christmas. My granddaughter loved her upcycle denim apron. I gave that to her for Christmas. They didn't even get a neck bone pillow yet. So they both have birthdays in February and March. So I'm working on that. I did a hustle around Connecticut, and Big Rooster sent me some big old jeans. So I'm cutting up pieces. I'm sewing these together like in a crazy quilt pattern. I'm sewing all these together and putting them together with some stabilizer. And I'm going to make some bags. I'm going to make some things. My granddaughter said that she didn't want a oversized hobo bag that I have started, so she wants a small one like the other one that she's been carrying for 3 years. She works in the school system, and it can't be too big. She carries her stuff at 4:45. It's almost 4:45. I'm going to go over there and show you what I can do. I'm going to the bottom of the comments before I stand up and turn around. Francesca, thank you for coming. Francesca. And can you leave a note in the chat so that I can wait until this chat is over and then come back and leave me a note? Because I did subscribe to your Somebody's in Love with My Purple Top. Thank you. So that I can find it, because, well, you haven't started posting content, but I want to see what you write, because I know your husband has an orange F-150. Miss Shirley, thank you for coming. No, she's not a miss. She's my sister. She's my little sister. I call her Miss Shirley out of respect because I love her. And that's why. Okay. Thanks for coming, everybody. Don't go away. I'm going to the timer now. You guys, time me. It's 4:45. It will be by the time I turn around. And, here's a project I can do. So this is an oversized bag. It's flat. I will take it with me. I will take it with me. Oh, thank you again, a resilient dad. Bless you, sir. Bless you so much. And I'm going to sew the sides of this up and make a square bag so that things don't fall out of the side. I used to use this, you guys, when I used to go out to teach classes to carry a big cutting board. I could carry a cutting board that was a foot long and about 24 inches wide. I don't do that anymore. Why? Because I'm teaching online and volunteering online, and I'm working with you guys here. Okay, 40, 45, up and at it. Up and at it. My great grandkids call me Nana. Nana, banana. I used to sing this song when they were little. Nana, nana, banana, banana, fana, fo fana, fee fi, mo anna. I'm going to take a little bit of the time because I didn't turn this light on over here. And, oh, what happened to this one? I don't know. But the bright light that was over there went out. But ain't nobody got time for these lights. My 15 minutes is running. So I think what I'll do, can't stop. Thank you for coming. Actually, since I have 446, so what I'm going to do, this was going to be some mug rugs, or they used to call them coasters, for the big guy, the big rooster. The big rooster. And let me show you what I'm working on for him. Another little project that would be 15 minutes is this little bag. My mother had some of those beautiful big silver buttons to go on. Oh, you see that painting up there above that TV monitor? That's actually a painting that I did years ago of Uncle Roscoe in the water in Aruba. Francesca, I just want you to tag me on one of my pages or something so that I can find your exact channel name. Like it says Francesca something, but there are a lot of Francescas. Shout out to Big Rooster. So this bag my mother gave me, I guess she cut the ribbon out to because it was tangled or tied up. I'm going to put a new ribbon in it. Why? This 1/4 inch ribbon, because I'm going to make it so she can fasten it again. Can't stop. Hey, Mike. Hey, everybody. Okay. Francesca, how you do? You just come to my page after the live is over, and you just leave a comment. And I can pick it up from there. So you guys, this is what I'm doing for my baby rooster. You know, in Pennsylvania, the coal miners, this is a heavy, heavy, heavy duty bag. It could carry a baby rooster, a few roosters. Do you see how many times each one of those lines was sewn 5 times? I just wanted you to see it because you won't be able to see it after the bag is made. Why? This is a piece of brown leather, but I'm going to take some black leather, and you see this is cut the exact size, but I'm going to cover it with black so that it's covered. In Pennsylvania, the coal miners used to take these big coal pails. When this is finished, it's not going to be this wide. It's going to be like this and heavy, where you could put a 6-pack of beer or 2 or sodas, Coca-Colas, we'll say Coca-Colas, or Heinz ketchup or whatever. But this one, it has a pocket in the front. And this is, everybody who likes the Steelers, this is the old throwback uniforms when they were called the Pittsburgh Steelers. Francesca, you could be a Bible bag. I make them with Bible covers for my journals. I'll show you one next week. Actually, the red journal is the size, and people can put handles on it and put their Bibles in it. Some of the people in my arts and craft classes do this. Well, this is the old Pittsburgh Steeler retro fabric. You can't even buy this anymore. I had some, and the new Pittsburgh Steeler fabric looks like this. It just says Steelers. It doesn't say Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'm making this for Big Rooster. It's going to be heavy, and I'm going to make him 8 mug rugs. They'll be double-sided. They will be double-sided, and they can carry a lot of weight. This is 8 thicknesses plus batting. Swallowing air. I'm so excited. So I wanted you guys to see this. And by Saturday, I go live at Saturday at 6 o'clock. So this is Big Rooster's. The bottom of his bag is 2 thicknesses of that plastic needlepoint fabric and 2 layers of batting. And it's going to have a fabric over this. Hey, T has fun. Long time no see. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. So I still have 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I'm going to take this bag. This is a flat bag of carrying things. It could have also used as a diaper case. The only reason I still have this is because my name is embroidered on it, where it says Panky. Well, it's very nice. He will love it. He will love it. And I'm going to send it to him. T has fun, because I don't have time to make the jeans bags. You have to unsew all the seams, sew them back together. So I have this red and black quilt that I promised. Oh, this bag, the front of it, this is this is my personal bag. It has a red leather tie. Where did I get this fancy little red leather? Auntie Joanne sent it to me. She sent it to me. And the tie for this bag is actually black leather. Black leather. And that's why I'm showing you guys. Auntie Bev Jones, I know you're working, but those blocks that you have, these are blocks that are sewn together in a certain way. This purple this purple fabric in here, this plain purple, it's purple fabric from Africa. It's called basil. Basil. It's pure fabric, pure fabric. And you know what I did? I don't know if you could see the pattern in here. I had a dress, a beautiful, in Africa back in the day, only the royals in many countries could wear purple. I had this beautiful dress with a gele, you know, the thing you tie around your head. I took my gele and cut it up and put it in here. I put it in here because I didn't have a lot of purple fabric at that time. At the time, Gina, thank you for coming, and thank you for being a channel member. So now I've decided to upcycle this because I'm getting older, things fall out, and I'm going to square the bottom of it. So to do that, oh, and it has, look at this, you guys. Do you see the pockets in here? How rude. How rude is that? You can't even see it. Well, if I use it for a baby's diaper changing tray, but my family's not cooperating. My kids and grandkids won't have any more kids. So, but this was done for a while. These are giant pockets. So what I'm going to do, you guys like to see what I'm doing. And I'm so excited. For those of you who are new sewers, I just have to tell you this. Hey, Ted, the educated natural. I want to tell you that I am going to be doing a lot of bags in the future. And this cute little, oops, the wrong way. I tried to turn it. This cute little antique sewing machine that I love so much. I don't want to tear it up. Sewing big things, heavy things, even though I have these heavy duty needles, these needles are sizes 16, 18, and they have 20. It's for sewing jeans, it's for sewing leather. This little machine will do it, but why? Why do I want to? There is a machine, and I will do an unboxing and a product review on Saturday. It's a Singer heavyweight sewing machine. I got it on Amazon. I didn't get any discount. I bought it out of my own pocket with my own money and some of my birthday money, as a matter of fact. And I'm going to use that strictly for sewing bags. Yes, I have a heavy duty machine over in the corner, and it was my grandmother's. Hey, Audacity, Uncle G, thanks for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. But for doing some of the things on my bags, I need a zigzag stitch. Part of my product review is I bought a lower end brother machine. That thing, there's always something wrong with it. The plastic cover won't fit back down flat. And I just got sick of it. So I need a heavy duty machine that will do a zigzag stitch as well as a straight stitch. Because why? You don't need a serger. The same thing that you do with a serger, well, not the same thing, but if you want your stitches to be finished on the side, you just sew a regular straight line, do a zigzag on the edge. That's two passes, where on a serger you only have to do one, and the serger will also cut the fabric and trim it as well. But for $239, and you guys, it came with a table on it, the one that I'm going to show you. So Saturday, I'm going to do a product review and an unboxing and show you. I had 35 machines before I downsized. I had one just like it, but I gave it to one of my nieces. I also have baby lock and embroidery machine. I have other machines, but I pay a pretty penny for them, and I don't want to mess them up. Francesca was saying QUILTS is a great line for online sewing things. Francesca, I used to have a a business, so I can get things for cheap. I also had a tax ID number, so I could get it. But thank you for sharing that. And for those of you who are in the chat, QUILTS is a resource that Francesca is sharing. I just keep using from the same people that I have been ordering from when I had a business. I used to have, before I stopped, say 9 years ago, I had a long arm machine and a 1,500 square foot studio. Maybe I can attach it to the end of this chat, or you guys can look through some of my old videos. I had a 1,500 square foot studio on the property. So I'm going to take an extra 15 minutes, and I'm going to turn this flat bag into a square bag. So I don't know. Maybe I'll take my heavy duty machine around in it. It sure is big enough. It sure will be strong enough. But that being said, let me make these. Okay, let me think. That gives me some design decisions to make. So if I'm going to make it where I could carry my sewing machine, I will have to make a pretty big seam. So I'm going to move this. This is a pressing board that I made out of a paint canvas. Oh, darn it. I left my pins in the other room before I came here. So I'm going to put a couple clips on the side to keep these straight. Watch how quick this is going to be, you guys. What you can do with 15 minutes. Okay, so it's almost 5 o'clock. By 5:15, I will be done. And I want to show you what you can do in 5 minutes. I'm going to tie these so I don't sew over them on the side. These are loops. Do I want, maybe I'll put them on the inside. Let me think. No, on the outside, just as, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep them as a decoration because we don't want to make this real complicated over here, up in here, up in here. So I'm going to lengthen my stitch length. The old machine, the new machines, they say like 2.0. Hello, hands in the dirt. Auntie Joanne said handsome in the dirt. He is handsome too. You are handsome, hands in the dirt. But that's just spell check doing what it do. So what I'm doing is sewing the sides flat because I'm changing this from a flat bag into, I haven't decided how many inches deep bag that I could even carry my heavyweight machine around in. And the reason, the name of the machine is a Singer 4423. I know because I've had one for years and years and years. I kind of use it as a garbage machine, one to trash around, because I didn't want to mess up my big machines. Okay, so let's get this party started. I'm going to figure out what line I'm going to stitch on. I'm going to stitch on this one because this is going to be the bag that I can put my big machine, not my big in. It's not big. And I told you guys, this machine, the Singer 4423, also has a table with it for sewing heavy things. So chug along. And you can make anything out of anything. I love the purple that I have even on the inside. I love batiks. And I'm holding my hands flat. Maybe I could do it this way. Because there's so many thicknesses. I'm sewing through 4 thicknesses of fabric and a layer of 2 layers of 100% cotton batting. So here's a string. I hate strings. I'm OCD-ish, but it's hard to see black strings. So I'm going to show you how you can take 15 minutes a day. That could be some of your chat time, some of your something you're in the bushes on somebody else's channel. Do something for you. Do something for your family. Do something they will love. So now I'm going to backstitch, and what I do on all of my bags, I flip them over and I double stitch them. Okay, so I flipped this one over and broke the string. Not the string, the thread. Un momento, por favor. And you know why the string broke? When you have one of these old manual machines, the When you have a manual machine like this needle point is, I'm sorry, you guys, it's supposed to be in the upright position, and it wasn't. So there's tension on the bobbin, and it will break the bobbin thread. Mostly every time it should, because that keeps it from getting tangled up in the machine. So since I'm on my 15 minutes timer, of course, poop is going to happen. Of course, of course, of course. Let me see where. It's hard to see black after dark. Hold, just bear with me, you guys. And that's another reason I'm going to switch to the other machine that is gray, because it's easier for me to see at night. Okay. With a featherweight, you have to push it in all the way until it clicks. I'm making sure this black thread is not tangled up. It's not tangled up. But I can tell something is not it doesn't feel right. You know, like you get in your car and it doesn't feel right. So those of you, so one of these old brushes is indispensable. Indispensable. And what it does is clears all the old dirt, dust, and strings out down here. I don't even know where you can buy them. They're hard to buy. I have other brushes that I bought, but nothing is like me old brush. Me old brush. So, put you back in again. Try to get the bobbin string up, because we are going to do this. Uh-oh. The bright light was in your eyes. I apologize, you guys. That won't happen with the other ones. So, I'm going to go down the same side, but I'm still going to double stitch it, because there won't be a lot of bulk in the way over there. And I'm trying to make it so you guys could see it. MB Heritage Farm. How y'all doing over there, fam? I'm good. Albert Miranda. Gracias. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. All of you in the live, can you put down the states that you're in here from, so that we can be familiar? Everybody doesn't garden, but everybody will have an idea where you are. Those who garden can maybe catch up with you, or meet you at a quilt show, meet you at the county fair or something, so we can stay in touch with each other. So I'm learning how to sew crooked on the slant, you guys, so that I don't have this bright light in your yard. This is a special LED light. It's really bright and it's really great, but it's not really great for filming, is it? Because it shines right in your eyes. One of the things I'm going to work on this year, you guys, is my technology. One of the things, setting up multiple cameras and angles for you guys. And I actually have some other equipment that I started getting last year, but I haven't learned how to set it up and work it. I like the way you work it. No diggity, no doubt. So, okie doke. So, of course, this bobbin is out of thread. So, Well, because it's dark, I cannot find the little tin that I usually keep my bobbins in. So I'm going to put this. This thing is very expensive, you guys. Hey, GT Junior grows in Alaska. Thank you for coming and welcome. So I'm going to put this back in here. If you lose this little thing to the machine, it's like $200 to get another one. I'm going to stop sewing for now because I want to talk to you a couple of other things that I have in the 15 minutes when you only have a couple minutes. Hi, Rooted in Essential Oils. Thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So, some of the other things I have working are key fobs. I always have something sitting by that I can do when when I have 15 minutes. So I'm always working on a family gift, something I need to do, something for you guys, my subscribers. And so it's about 5:15. I'm going to call it quits, let you guys get ready for dinner, do what else you have to do. Don't forget Joe's Big Grow Big TV goes live at 7. Miss Shirley OG goes live at 7. Vision Preparedness goes live at 8. What else did I say? Planter Garden TV goes live at 8. And at 9 o'clock, Odom goes live. So support our family, you guys. Egoamote. Don't forget to give the thumbs up. Thank you. Leave a comment. And Egoamote, I love you guys. Peace, love, and blessings. Do what you love. Oops. Now I'm in the dark, right? Do what you love. Love what you do. I'll see you 6 p.m. Eastern Saturday, and I'm going to have some stuff ready. Unbiased LLC. I see you stop working for a minute to come see your dear old ninny off. I got some new stuff I found today. So thanks for coming, everybody. Have a great evening and see you in the bushes. Going to try to make a quick nap tonight and get